What's up, y'all? It's Dayana. I'm back with another video. Beautiful soul family. So, I know the world is going through tough times right now, and I feel like we could all just use some positive light, some positive energy. And I'm not trying to be one of those people that's like, oh, just stay positive. No, fuck no. Like, if you need to go have a mental breakdown, deadass, go have that shit, okay? Because I promise you, you're gonna feel so much better afterwards and things are gonna be so much more lighter. So, today I just, honestly, I just wanna talk to y'all, share some light, and create in front of you guys, create with you guys. I'm gonna be making journals today. I realize I shop at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods a lot. And I have so many fucking paper bags. And I'm like, I need to do something with these. So many paper bags. So we're gonna be making journals out of Trader Joe's paper bags. Guys, like, I'm so excited. So I just was watching some YouTube videos. And I don't know, I seen this guy, Ryan Robinson. He posted this video talking about all you have to do is like just exist and just be, and I resonated with it so fucking hard because it's so right. Like, basically, I just want to kind of share with y'all some of the light that I have been just relying on to get me through such tough times. And I really do kind of want to talk about pain and pleasure because that's kind of what my experience has been these past like few weeks. Like, I've been experiencing a lot of pain, and it's both physical and emotional and mental pain. Like, I've been experiencing a lot of pain, and I realized that the reason that I was experiencing pain is because I wasn't giving myself the space to enjoy life. I wasn't giving myself the space to just experience joy. And pain and pleasure, very thin line between pain and pleasure. And your perception can deeply dictate whether you feel pain or pleasure. So, that's what I want to talk about in this today's video. I'm really excited, okay, duh. And then we're going to cut up more Trader Joe's paper bags because I want to create. And I got a lot of creative energy. A lot of sexual energy, okay? And I need to do something with it. So we're gonna create. So let's so kind of just, this is kind of, I like to pretend like I'm talking to the YouTubers. So this is me talking to that Ryan Robinson guy, okay? Because I don't know, like, we can't meet in person, so might as well just make videos and pretend I'm talking to him. Like, what the fuck? Like, I want to talk to people who have his type of mindset. The mindset that we share, this collective mindset that, you know, all we really have to do is just exist. This collective mindset that, you know, all we have to do is just be. And everything that's meant to happen is going to happen. This collective mindset that there's this collective, this inner knowing that, like, you know, we just have to be. And everything that's meant to happen is just going to happen. It's just that simple. And I realized that the reason why I've been feeling pain these past like weeks is because I was doing a lot of doing. Like, I was doing a lot of doing, and I was absorbing pain from other people, and I was just like, the mindset that I was in was like responsibility, get up, go make money so you pay your bills, you know, responsibility. I was in this very responsibility type of mindset, very disciplined type of mindset. And I was really just like, you know what? Joy can come a little later. I'm trying to, you know, lock in. And I know locking in is in a lot of people's heads right now. And I'm not trying to shit on locking in. I mean, you lock in, okay? Do what you gotta do. But I was in this very, like, I gotta lock in mindset. And I was like, yeah, I just wasn't really prioritizing joy. Because I don't know, in my head, I was like, joy don't make you money. But you know what? The economy's already falling apart. Might as well go smile. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on now. Stop playing these games. Everything's already shitty. Can't really control it. That's out of my control. But you know what I can control? My attitude. You know what I can control? My behavior. You know what I can control? My mindset. You know what I can control? Me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go prioritize my joy. I'm gonna go choose peace. I'm gonna go dance in my house. What are you talking about? I'm gonna go create. You know what? Everything's already falling apart. So let's just be children. What? Children ain't gotta worry about a damn thing. And you know what? Everything else that's meant to be will just be. And what Ryan was talking about in his video, he said, when you switch from a state of doing to being, then you do things simply because you want to, not because you need to. And I already knew that in the back of my head, but the fact that he said that kind of just reminded me, like, holy fuck, you're right. Like, do things because you want to, not because you need to. Now, when I was in that mindset of doing, I cut it like this, the paper bag. Let me know if y'all want a tutorial on how to make the journals, because I would definitely. I don't even know what I'm gonna use these for, okay? I just know that I want to create them right now. So, he was saying, he reminded me of that mindset of when you just be, then you do things simply because you want to do them. Now, normally in my head, making YouTube videos is like I don't feel like doing all that. I don't feel like editing all that. But look at me right now, making a YouTube video. You know why? Because he inspired me. Because I want to make a YouTube video. Because you know what? I feel good right now, and I feel like I should share that energy with y'all. So, I've already made 2 journals. This one is blue, purple. This one is blue and purple. This one is yellow, red, and orange. This is blue, purple, and white. That one is yellow, red, and orange. So I think this next one, I'm gonna do pink, green, and different color pinks. I'm gonna do like 2 different color pinks, and I'm gonna do green. So that's what we're gonna do for this 3rd journal. So I just wanted to come in and share this energy. So yeah, pain and pleasure. So these past few weeks, Ryan reminded me to just, just be, and everything that's meant to happen will simply just happen. And so I've been in this mindset, I've been in so much pain because it's like I was just doing. Like, I was in this mindset of just doing. And it was really affecting me. Hold on, y'all, because I gotta go clean this because I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so brush is clean. I also want to give a shout out to Capriciana and David Cole because I watched their videos and they also inspired me to make a video. Capriciana because she showed her transformation of how she was in the projects, she did a whole tour, and then she did another video like a month later. Now she in a luxury apartment with her family. That shit was so inspiring. Like, that shit was so inspiring. And I really, really love how grateful she was. And that just reminded me, you know what? I fucking love gratitude too. Like, thank you, God. Like, sometimes I be in a bad mood, but you know what? I'm hella blessed too. Like, I'm in my own spot, 1-bedroom apartment in LA, in Hollywood. Like, the blessings are blessing, okay? So she reminded me to be grateful. And then David Cole, that guy who was in that Beef movie, the Chinese dude, I also seen his video where he was talking about make art out of curiosity and not fear. And that video inspired me because it was like, something about it had like this childlike innocence to it. And that is what we need right now, okay? Times are tough and that is what we need. Like, the media is really trying their best to freak us the fuck out, okay? That's what we need. Also, I just want to show y'all my pants because I made them. It says Horror Supporter. I have a matching, I got a matching sweatshirt to it, but I'm not wearing that right now. But look, so let's finish making this journal. And let me talk about this pain that I transformed into pleasure. And I probably still got a little bit left to feel, but I feel good right now because I released a lot, okay? So let's paint and then let's talk. So yeah, these past few weeks I was feeling a lot of pain because, you know, shit was just stressful. I was in the wrong environments. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for the environment because I learned a lot of shit just about people and teamwork and all that good stuff. But the environment was quite literally making me sick. And I realized I'm a very emotional person and I can't force other people to be in tune with their emotions. And the environment that I was in was, they was more of the let's just not even face the emotions type of shit. And the work we was doing was coming with a lot of emotional baggage. And I'm like, we need to talk about this, but I can't force people to talk about it. People are not as emotionally expressive as I am. Therefore, I had to just leave because at this point, I can't control them. I can only control me. So that environment, plus the habits that I was practicing, I was going to the gym, and you know, I usually dance a lot, but I stopped dancing because I felt like, you know what, I need to lock in, I need to stop playing games. Fun is not going to get me paid. That was the mindset that I was in. And so I kind of stopped dancing, and I dance all the time. I like to move my body. This is how I transmute my pain into pleasure. It's how I transmute my sexual energy. It's how I transmute my creative energy. Dancing is how I move the energy in my body. And moving the energy in my body is how that's how I'm able to cultivate so much joy. It's how I'm able to, not be so attached to pain. So yeah, I was like, I don't know, the environment was just really stressing me out, and my body was starting to show signs of that. Like, I started getting, I still got pain in my back and shit like that. I started getting pain in certain parts of my body, and when I looked up the spiritual meaning of those, and they resonated. They just resonated, and that made me really realize, all right, I need to take a step back and sit. I need to just remove myself from this environment. But you know what really had me remove myself from the environment is because something happened that really triggered a wound inside of me that should not have been opened. It was a wound that I worked very hard to rebuild and heal in the environment, and it felt like the environment that I was in was just stabbed the wound right back open. All that hard work that I did to heal that wound felt like it was just going down the drain. And I'm like, I need to leave this environment because you know what? This wound shouldn't have been opened in the first place. The environment that I grew up in created the wound. I took the time to separate myself and heal the wound. And now this environment that I'm in decides to just stab the wound again? Yeah, no. I had to leave that shit. So that's what I did. And I left, and it was a lot of reflection. I had to really reflect. Just reflect on the fact that I got triggered, and reflect on why I got triggered, and then reflect on, okay, yes, it's my responsibility to control my triggers, but also, that doesn't change the fact that the wound shouldn't have been opened in the first place. So that was that, and I was going through all this pain, and I realized so much pain, so much fucking pain, so much fucking pain, so much fucking pain. I have to really exaggerate that because there was really, really a lot of pain that I was going through. And I realized that the reason why I felt so much pain is because I stopped doing the things that brought me joy. I stopped doing the things that brought me pleasure. And my relationship with pleasure has been kind of rocky lately because I've been teaching myself financial literacy, and I really finally took a big, huge look at my finances, and I realized that my finances reflected that I prefer pleasure over discipline and long-term success. My finances reflected that back to me, and I cried really, really hard. I felt really hurt by that. And so my relationship with pleasure kind of got a little rocky because I stopped trusting it. I stopped trusting my joy. I stopped trusting it. And I stopped believing that I was worthy of it because it was wow, this shit really had me broke. So I've been kind of redeveloping my relationship with pleasure because of that. But now I'm kind of like, okay, after that period of just pain, I need to really learn balance between pleasure and discipline. Like I'm teaching myself financial literacy. Okay, now let's apply that while also allowing myself to experience pleasure. Because the first time around, I was just experiencing pleasure with no type of financial literacy, no type of financial intelligence. Now I'm like, all right, I know a little something. Let's allow myself to enjoy pleasure again, but also keep in mind the financial intelligence that I've been teaching myself. So that's that. And now I'm kind of like, okay, the reason why I felt so much pain, which I said this already, is because I didn't prioritize any joy. And last night, even though I didn't want to, I just danced anyway, because when I just moved my sacral chakra, I moved my hips, because emotions store in your hips. And I listen to very much like conscious and empowering music. I don't know if you guys know this artist named Londrelle. This man is like, I feel like his music is I feel like this man has dedicated his life to helping people understand pain and learn and realize like, yo, it's temporary, you gonna be okay type shit. So his name is Londrelle, Londrelle, Londrelle. Look him up if you're in a lot of pain. I promise you his music will help you so much. Maybe I'll link him in the description or something if I remember. I probably will, but so yeah, you know what, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. This is what it look like right now. I think I'm gonna leave it like that, because the last one, these two, I rubbed them in. I don't want to rub them in this time. I just want to leave them. They're gonna take a little longer to dry, but that's okay. So I've been listening to more empowering music and Londrelle and stuff like that, because it's really helping me with my mindset. And I don't watch any news. I'm one of the ones that deleted TikTok off my phone, so I can't even see nothing on TikTok unless I go like on the web. And the web, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like if I go on the web on TikTok, it'll probably sometimes it lets me scroll through the videos unlimited, but then sometimes it like, I scroll for like 2 videos and it's like, you gotta download the app, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So I don't really scroll on TikTok. Instagram algorithm is so random. I don't even remember none of the shit that I retained. Like, me and Instagram have an on and off relationship. Sometimes I keep it, sometimes I download it. It really just depends, honestly. If I really feel like I want to post something, then I will. What was I going? Oh yeah, so turning my pain into pleasure, I really kind of had to sit and reflect and really just grieve. Honestly, I had to grieve the environment that I was recently just left. I was hurt. I feel like we shared a lot of pain with each other in that environment, and we didn't really process it. And I'm very, like I said, I'm a very emotional person, so I kind of automatically took on the burden of like transmuting all that pain by myself. Like I automatically took on the burden of transmuting that pain, because without transmuting that pain, it hurts me. Like it physically hurts me to not transmute the pain. Like, so I automatically took on the responsibility of transmuting that pain, and I feel like subconsciously the people around me knew that. And they kind of acted accordingly. But it's okay. I just left it because it's not my responsibility to transmute other people's pain. I only have capacity to transmute mine. And I only will transmute other people's pain if they are transmuted. They actually have to be transmuted with me. That's the only way. And it really just taught me a lot about emotional boundaries and emotional discipline. So I'm glad I had the experience, but never again. Never again. It just made me realize that, you know, I have to, if I'm gonna decide to be in collaborating with people in that sort of emotional capacity, because the job that we have to do is very, you know, it requires us to be emotional. So I just had to realize, you know, if I'm gonna be collaborating with people in that emotional type of way, then we need to have a foundation to address emotions, to address difficult emotions, to address uncomfortable emotions. So that's what I learned. But otherwise, it was a really good environment. It was a learning experience. That's what it was. But yeah, so now I'm kind of just sitting here mindlessly creating stuff because it's like, creating brings me joy. And it just, I also realized that because there's such a thin line between pain and pleasure, pain is kind of how you know you're alive, but you know, turning it into pleasure takes actual effort. It takes effort and reflection, and turning it into pleasure takes like, it really forces you to reflect in the mirror. It forces you to know yourself of what actually brings you joy. And if you don't know what brings you joy, you need to stop doing shit. Stop doing and just be. And your inner child will automatically just start doing shit that make it happy. Like when I left that environment and I just started being, I stopped giving myself shit to do. Look at me. I'm sitting here creating journals out of paper bags. What the fuck? Like, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know this would make me happy. Like, I just stopped doing shit and I started being, and now I'm sitting here creating journals out of paper bags. Like, what the fuck? Hold up. I didn't even know what I wanted to create today. I just know that I wanted to create. Okay, y'all. So we gotta let this side of the paper bag dry. And then we gotta paint the back side similar. So I'm gonna talk to y'all while it dries. But yeah, like I just started being, and I'm now creating these journals. I don't even know what for. Like the part of me that's like responsible and like, you know, making sure that I can afford to support myself is like, you know what, we can make all this and then maybe we could just sell it. Selling it would just happen. I'm gonna just let it happen on its own. Like the other day I created this. I'm not done with it yet, but I painted this. I found this. I think it looks really sexy, y'all. Look, I'm not done. I gotta paint the two back legs, but I'm definitely probably gonna sell that. If it don't sell, I'm gonna just keep it. But I found that on the street. I found that desk on the street and was like, as soon as I seen it, the thought in my head was like, paint that. And I was like, you know what? Yes. What else am I doing? Like, I'm just being. So might as well just create stuff. Like, we going through hard times, y'all. But that's why it is so important to prioritize joy right now. Because if you don't, you're gonna be in a lot of fucking pain. I'm trying to help you to stop being in pain. Do things that bring you joy. Move your hips a little bit. Like, if you in pain, yes, bro. When I did this is what helped me really be like, you know what? I deserve joy. I was crying and I was shaking my hips at the same time. I was in that bitch like, I was in that bitch like, all of a sudden I just started going like this. Like, I don't know. I was just shaking my hips, crying at the same time, and then all of a sudden I started moving like I was a bad bitch. I started moving like, I am a bad bitch, but I was like in and out of it. Like, I was like switching back and forth between pain and pleasure while I was shaking my hips. And then I kind of sat down and I kind of rubbed my shoulders a little bit, sat with that pain. Then I moved my hips again. Like, I'm telling you, your body is never wrong. Like, if you feeling your throat hurting, you need to go express. If your throat hurting, you need to go express. You need to go create. If your chest hurting, you need to grieve. If your chest is hurting, you need to grieve. You need to cry. You need to let that shit out. Let it out. Like, yesterday, before I even, like, I woke up knowing that I wanted to create. But because I was so stuck in my pain, I didn't really get around to creating, and I just scrolled through Instagram all day. The entire time I was scrolling, this lower part of my body, my solar plexus chakra and my sacral chakra, pain. Like I just got off my period like 2 days ago. My cramps were out of this world insane, and I don't even, like, my periods are not painful at all. My periods are not painful because I actually take the time to listen to my body when I'm on my period, and I just rest and I let it relax. When I tell you my cramps were out of this world, and then my stomach, like right here on my side, it was hurting so bad. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, I'm hurting right now. I am hurting. I'm scrolling through Instagram, just ignoring my body. Hurting like a bitch. As soon as I get up, like, I was getting up. I went up to go mail my rent to my landlord. I had to stop in the middle of the street, in the middle of the sidewalk a couple times and bend over because of how much pain I was in. Soon as I got back in this bitch and started moving my hips, all of a sudden my pain gone. Like, I'm telling you, like, I was in that bitch, like, I was outside like this. I was like taking a couple of breaths because it was so painful. As soon as I start, bro, pain gone. Pain gone. And I'm telling you, when you move your hips, you release the emotions. And the main reason why I feel like the pain really went away is because I moved the energy around in my hips. And then I got on my big ass beanbag chair and I started going like this. And when I do that, like, I transmute my energy all the time. That movement that I just showed you, that's me taking the energy from down here and moving it up here. And then when I move it up, I start getting ideas in my head to either create something or express. You move the energy up and you feel the need to express. You know what I'm saying? So that was that, and I just been doing that. Like, I did that all day, the rest of the day yesterday, and I did that majority today. And I ain't gonna lie, I had some crazy intense sex dreams after I did it. Creative energy is sexual energy. Like, I was horny. Like, I am definitely horny. Like, definitely horny, but I'm using it to create. Cause, you know, also, oh my God, y'all, you really want to feel better, if you really want to feel a burst of energy, edge yourself, then go create something. Edge yourself and then go cook a meal. Edge yourself and then walk outside and dance. Edge yourself and then have a dance party. Like, I'm telling you, when you edge yourself, you activate the sexual energy that's here, and then it's like the energy is kind of just, it's rampant. Like, it's like, zoom, you edge yourself. Like, right before you about to have an orgasm, that shit just shoots up. You can either get yourself to a point where you're about to have an orgasm, let it shoot up and then stop, or you can edge yourself and then you can move it up. Like, you know, this motion that I showed y'all. Move it up, move the energy up, and then I promise you're gonna have so much energy to just create some shit. Just create some shit. The video is getting long, so I'm gonna let this dry for a second. I'm gonna come back when it's dry because I really want to complete the journal for y'all. All right, y'all. So I got both sides of the Trader Joe's bag painted. So now we're gonna go into the journal. Then we're gonna cut it and staple it. So as I do that, I also kind of I don't remember exactly what I was talking about before, but I was watching a few other videos on YouTube while I was painting guy, profound pondering, he said something that really stuck out to me. He said, something cannot exist without the opposite of it also existing. So like, if you're having these thoughts about yourself that are hella negative, then that also means that there are thoughts, that there also means that there's a possibility. Like, if you have this belief about yourself that's like super negative, like you believe you're insecure, you believe that you're, I don't know, ugly or something, that means there's also this belief that exists that you're actually super positive, and that you're actually not, that you're confident. And basically what he was saying is that, you know, this cannot exist without the opposite of it existing. So dark can't exist without light, baby. Light can't exist without dark. They need each other to exist, to coexist. So with that being said, with all the shitty things that's happening in the world, I know the America seems like it's going to shit, but that also means simultaneously there's actually amazing things happening. And even though it's not being shown on the media, your personal life can be proof that there are amazing things happening. Like, you know, the media might be showing this, but personally in my life, things are actually going amazing, you know? Like, you can actually choose. Like, you don't have to be, you're not as powerless as the media says you are. Like, you don't have to be suffering at all, actually, even though they only show us things that make us feel like the world is ending. You don't have to be, like, outside in the world, yeah, things might be falling apart, but in your reality, your personal reality, things could be so much better. Like, you know what? The world's falling apart, but I made some progress on my book today. You know what? The world's falling apart, but I took the time to prioritize my joy. And maybe that sounds like, you know, oh, they're just in their little bubble in their reality. Aren't we all? Aren't we all just in our own fucking worlds doing whatever the fuck we want? We're all the main character in our own realities. Like, this is really just our world. This is my world. You're in my world right now. Like, I opened up a channel for you to come up in my world. Like, this is my world right now. Like, you are in your world. Like, you accepted the invitation to be in my world. Like, when we come together in each other's worlds, we coexist in those realities simultaneously. So, your reality can be whatever the fuck you want it to be. It doesn't have to be miserable like the media. And I know, like, I opened Instagram and it's just like, we just have to really just be who we want to be at this point. And so, if you're going through a lot of pain right now, pain is always the start of deep transformation. And that transformation goes however you perceive it. So pain is always the start of deep transformation. If you're perceiving it as negative, you're gonna go through a negativized transformation. If you perceiving it as, you know what, I know shit gonna be better on the other side of this, that's exactly how it's gonna go. Pain always is followed by transformation. So, the journal is not done yet. I still have to cut the pages, but basically I just need to unfold it. Basically, damn. How did I just fold this? Okay. So let me show y'all how I fold it in case y'all want to make y'all some paper bags. So, ooh. Let's lift this up just a little bit. And then we're gonna bend it so you guys can see. Oh, it doesn't bend any further. So it'll really right now. I don't think you guys can see. I like to create and consume at the same time. So while I'm creating, maybe I'm like watching a show or something. Right now I'm creating and watching YouTube videos, but right now I'm just creating at this moment because I don't want the YouTube videos to play in the background. So I'll show y'all how I fold this. So I took this side. This is where, you know how on the inside of the bag, you know, it's got those flaps. Took that side up. I folded it at the flaps. So I folded it at here, this crease part, like that. And then I folded it back like this. Because this is gonna be, this flat part, that's the cover of the book. That's the base of the book, of the journal. And then I took the other side and I folded it over like that, and then I just did the same exact thing and folded it backwards like that. So now it looks like this. And now I'm going to flip it over, so now you know this is the bottom of the bag, the base part of the bag, and I'm going to take these side flaps and I'm going to put them in like this, and then I'm going to fold it in half like this. So now we have this is the base part of the journal, and so I gotta make sure I paint on Trader Joe's bags, guys, because I'm trying to get my deposit back if I decide to leave. I don't think I will, but maybe I will. Life, never know. Life does its thing. Let me fix it. Life is going to life, so I got the bag, and now I'm just gonna staple the base together, and then I'm gonna end up cutting up some of the pages. So I guess I'm just making this video because I want you guys to know that there is good things can be happening in life right now while simultaneously bad things are happening. Like everything is happening to help us grow and expand. Everything is happening to help our souls evolve. And I just think that it's very important that we prioritize the things that bring us joy right now, no matter how ridiculous it feels, no matter how just, I don't know, no matter how ridiculous it feels, no matter how crazy it feels, we just need to stay curious and useful, you know? Okay, so this one's a little lopsided, but that is so okay. Let's see. Okay, so now we're gonna cut the flaps. So these side flaps right here, we're just gonna cut these parts off so that they look like this, you know, single.